Hello, hello, hi. How are we doing? How's everybody feeling?
Good.
Yeah,
You're
decent.
Good. All right.
Okay, that was not creepy at all, but okay. We're playing Candela Obscura today, which is really cool. I have played this once. It has been a lot of fun with Amaan, which is cool. Amaan has basically become a permanent-ish figure on Pantsless Tables because why the fuck not? And yeah, do we want to do introductions really quick? Everyone introduce yourself to the audience, which is still coming in, but it's still coming in. Nice that we can do that.
Oh, let me begin. Hi, I'm Amaan. I'm going to be your GM for today. I'm really excited to get into another trip to Ispatpur in this Candela Obscura setting. I usually do a lot of D&D, but Candela Obscura has become my new favorite TTRPG, and I'm excited to play it with these new folks and Steve.
Okay.
Who's gonna go? Timmy, you're gonna go next, or should I go next?
Yeah, you go next, mate. It's fine.
Hi, my name's Joe. I've been playing D&D for like 10, 12 years now. And I've never played Candela Obscura. I've been obsessed with the show, so I hope this is gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be interesting. So let's see.
Nice. Yeah, good morning. My name is Dimmy. From Yes, It's Dimmy. I play tabletop RPGs, in particular D&D 5e. I make the odd content here and there, and yeah.
All right, welcome in everyone. I'm really excited to play this game. It's always fun to play games with new people, and with people I've played with before, of course. I don't think I need to introduce myself, but hi, I'm Steve from I am wait, no wait. Let me rephrase. Hi, I'm Sassy Pants, the Pantsless in Pantsless Tables. Yeah, that's better. That is so much better. I'm still
better.
You got there in the end.
Yeah, I'm still figuring out the best intro for myself because it's my own fucking channel and I don't really have to do it. But it's still fun to talk about myself because obviously I love the sound of my own voice. Anyway, very excited to have really cool people on here. We are. This is going to be really fun. I really enjoyed playing. I haven't seen any Candela games, but I've played. Like I said, I've played with Amaan before, so I know his style. I like his style. And yeah, I'm going to stop talking and Amaan, please take it away.
Oh, okay. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. But anyway, I'll begin because we have to begin, and we shall begin at the beginning.
I love that. That is the best thing.
Best place to start, right? Somebody sang.
Yeah,
Who's
more of
that?
a middle guy.
My best place to start. Oh wait, sorry, that's copyright now. Okay.
Oh no.
It's gonna be flagged. Steve channel's gonna be flagged now. Oh no.
It's fine. Twitch doesn't care, and I'll mute it for YouTube. We're fine.
This is another part of the series where I am still exploring the industrial city of Ispatpur, not part of the country of Hale, as Critical Role is exploring that world. This is another city that I'm creating as part of Otherwhere, the other side of the world, where the where less is known about. But yet, this is a thriving cosmopolitan civilization. This is a thriving city where there has been an industrial revolution. So, with that, we fade in. And we begin with an extreme close up of something which is burning yellow, something which is burning orangish. But it looks obscure, it looks blurred. It is a gaslight. We pull back, and this streetlight starts to disappear into the fog that surrounds it, and only a faint yellow glow can be seen in the background. As we keep pulling back, the edges of buildings which are close together shows the cramped nature of this area. You can see clothes, you can see outlines of clothes hanging from ropes. People have left it to dry overnight, over day, and the lines have been blurred between the times of day. As we keep pulling back, we start to tilt down, and we see a young boy, about 8 or 9 years old, and he keeps walking towards us, or wiping his dirty little nose on his cuff. He looks around and is trying to make out details of where he is. He stops. He looks tired. We stay on him for a moment, and out of the fog behind him, a thick hand appears and grabs his shoulders. The boy shouts, "Ah!" And we immediately cut to the face of this other person. "Boy, you shouldn't be out here alone," says a man in his late 50s, long white mustache which curls up at the end, a deep dimple at the side of his cheek, and a checkered peaked cap on his head. "Your name is Revan, isn't it?" "Yeah, I thought so. Your home is just through here, boy." He points at a nearby door. "Your brother is worried sick." "Now go on. Get, gone. Shoot." He pushes the boy on his way. He straightens up as the boy leaves. He adjusts his collar, and as he adjusts it, we see a Candela Obscura lapel on the collar of his coat. He takes a small notebook out and writes something down and puts it back into his pocket. A small noise, a subtle noise, distracts him. He turns, and we turn with him, cutting in various directions, you know, all the buildings, windows, gas lights, until we settle on a frame where a silhouette is just standing there. Back on the old man, we see him reach into his pocket and approach cautiously. "Can I help you?" he says. We now follow this man from behind the old man's shoulders. But the silhouette isn't moving. "Well, if you don't need anything, you should get moving. Dark things are happening these days." And he slowly pulls out a revolver gun and starts to aim. We're back behind his shoulder, and the silhouette just stands there until we hear the click of the gun cocking, and the silhouette jumps right into the faces, knocking the gun out of the man's hand, but not before the man gets a shot in. Boom! We see the face of the silhouette. There is no face, just a bleeding honeycomb mesh of flesh, muscles, bone, and sinew, and a large opening where the mouth is supposed to be. We cut to the side. We see both of them from the side. The monster has now picked up the man out of his ground. The man is struggling, holding his collar, trying to get out of his grasp. We start to track in as the man struggles to break free until him and all of us notice one thing: a similar Candela Obscura pin on the collar of this monster's coat. The old man trembles and whispers, "Ember? Is that you, my boy? Ember, is that you?" We tilt down to the both of their feet as we hear a muffled scream and blood dripping on the cobblestones, and we start to drag back. Their feet, the man's feet, which was shaking in the air, now out of the frame. The muffled shouts fade away, and we focus on the street as we keep moving forward, forward, forward. backward, 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 until the wheels of a carriage come into the frame. We tilt up to see the front. As we transition, we tilt up to see the front of a horse driven carriage, the driver willing the horses on. He says to the horses. He knocks on the window behind him. Tuck, tuck, tuck. We're almost there. About 10 more minutes. And we match cut to the same window from the inside of the carriage and pull wide to reveal all of you sitting facing each other and a box wrapped up between you in the middle. You all appear to be still be talking as the driver lets you know that only 10 minutes is left.
I'm
We cut
just
to you.
saying.
Sorry, bro, your voice cut off.
Oh, as usual. Now,
I don't know, mate. I think there's the internet issue again.
now,
Yeah, I can hear you a bit. So, in this moment, I would like each of you to describe your character, how you look to the audience and to each other.
Ooh. Steve, would you care to start us off?
Yeah, sure. Okay. All right. Right. Okay. So, in one corner of the carriage, completely on like her own, you see this this hunched over woman with a cane in her hand. She's draped in white. It looks like a white shawl around her. She's wearing what looks like a white skirt, but it's more like a white sari. From a distance, you can't really tell her physical features, but her brow is furrowed. She's wearing she's got like a jacket on top of her sari, which is kind of like to help with the cold. And there's a couple of, you can see faint hints of tattoos on her right arm, but she quickly pulls her jacket back up to avoid revealing any more of them. And yeah, so the vibe that you get off of her, even though you've traveled with her for a while, you know her, but the vibe you get from Shivani is that this is like an old woman who kind of sort of is on her last legs, needs the cane to walk around, and is just just here for the ride, because what else am I going to do in my old age? Is the vibe? Yes.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, I guess on the other side of the carriage, opposite to Shivani, you would see a rather large built man in a grey sort of matted, worn out suit, hands rubbing his knees just back and forth as if it gives him pain, wearing a bowler cap and looking outside the window. He's got big sort of like rough hands, which you can tell like he works like manually a lot. Older looking gentleman, grayish beard, little peppered black and white to show he is like getting to the later stages of 50s. And he's got a scar across his left eye, which is a bit faded as well. Not sure if you can see fully out of it, but on your missions with him, it's not been an issue before. This is Victorious Hurrah.
Love that.
nice, very nice. Can you guys hear me now? Is everything better at least?
Yes.
Perfect.
All right. All right, perfect.
So at the moment we see, this other person just zone out and just twitch for a minute as they starting to talk, but Both of Victor and Shivani, they just look at this other person until they get sorted, and we cut to Timul.
Timur is this other person. He's in a sweatshirt and shorts. I don't know if he's cold as much. And he's small built, tiny frame, probably about 5'4", quite a small guy. Young guy, but he's scared. At the same time, has experience, bravado. Yeah, he's battling with the business build. I think his companion is just ignoring.
Bro, we still having issues hearing you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
I
so
jinxed it.
Oh, now it should be okay. As it,
It's still a bit choppy, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess as like we're sitting in the carriage and we see sort of like our companion twitching a bit, I kind of stretch out my left hand and try and slap him out of this twitchy state. Just on his back, like pat him like he's about to cough up something. Shivani's doing it again.
I know it kind of feels like it's difficult to understand what he's saying when he's like this, but you know what? I think we can make it work. One of us can kind of sort of transcribe for him or whatever. It's fine, right? We should be okay. It's not like it's what happened last week with the monster in the woods or whatever the fuck we did. I don't remember. I'm getting old here. You know, see, I don't really remember much. And since I would say this as a slight whatever. Fuck, I forgot names. Timul and Vic, you both know that Shivani is basically lying out of her ass at this point. Like, you know what who she is, what she's capable of, and you but you're playing along with this frail old woman thing because it's funny. That's literally it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like as you're talking, like he's just slowly nodding his head, like more bullshit.
It's always bullshit for me, dear. Is yeah. She's still leaning into the whole frail old woman thing. Yes.
Oh yeah, as a fellow old person, he's very good at reading like someone's capability of are you actually good, are you not, or are you just like leaning on the oh I can't do things myself, meh.
I love that.
Looks like Timmel's waking out of it. You right there, lads?
Can you guys hear me now?
Perfect. He's off the drugs.
All right. I'm using the phone and the phone internet. So fuck you, ACT, and long live Airtel.
Amen.
All right.
So we cut to this twitching person just getting out of it.
Yeah. I don't know how much you heard, but basically he's small build, kind of twitchy, kind of confident, but not also confident. Like this dichotomy that exists with most of us is very evident on his face and body. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about milk business and how it's good, and his friend should consider investing in it.
With what money? They pay us fuck all for this. So
I mean, you're old. Both of you are quite old. Like, you guys have gray hair and shit. So I'm sure you have money.
That's
okay. That's
not how old age works.
Yeah.
Isn't that how old age works? Like, I mean, most people I've met who are older have more money than people who are younger. Isn't that how it works? I don't know. That's what my dad told me. He has more money than I do.
I just look out the window, not entertaining this sort of conversation.
The box in the middle starts to shake a bit.
Oh no. I'm gonna put my foot on top of it to stop it from moving.
Yeah, that box is freaking me out. Why does it give off this aura of death? That's not good, right? Aura of death is something that we shouldn't be dealing with every day.
I don't ask questions, lad. I usually leave it to Ember.
Yeah, it's gotten to a point where I'm just more than happy to do as I'm told, and not worry about the logistics of whatever, because why waste your time worrying about something that you can't control, right? Who cares?
Hmm.
So it shouldn't be much longer now. We'll be there in a minute. Drop it off. All done. All good.
Yeah,
All right,
I need to. I'm gonna go to a spa after this. It has been way too long. My bones hurt, and we've been doing. I feel like we've been on missions back to back for the past. I don't even know how long. I need a break. This has been. Yeah, I can't wait to just soak into the hottest water possible and just stay there till I wake up or whatever.
This fog is strange, right? Like, it wasn't there last year at this time.
Yeah, it's this new fashion thing called global warming apparently, and you see her do some double quotes. It's what the young kids are calling the reason for everything. It's fine. It's probably just Mr. Khanna's smoke machine must have malfunctioned or something.
I love how
at this point you
said this.
Yeah. Sorry, Demi, you were saying.
No, I just love how the weird woman is talking about global warming and no one's paying attention.
At this moment, you all feel the carriage come to a stop. You hear the similar rap on the window. Tuck, tuck, tuck. All right, guys, we're here and I'm off duty officially for the day. And whenever Mr. Farooq calls us, he calls us. So hope to see you soon. Ta-da! Off you go.
Cool.
Okay. I'm not carrying that box. I'm too weak. Vic, it's up. You're a strong man.
Right then. I open the carriage door, get out, one hand holding onto the box, just carrying it. I do feel a little bit of extra weight on it. Like, based on the size, it shouldn't feel this heavy. Maybe I'm getting old, but it's weighty. And with my other hand, I offer it to Shivani to try and help her out of the carriage.
Oh,
Give me a control check.
Oh, sorry, what sort of role am I doing?
Give me a control check. So for you, it would be okay. You can either use your drive or you can roll 2 dice and choose the lower roll. It's a low stakes roll, so there won't be anything untoward exactly happening. But
okay,
I just want to see how well you're able to carry this, because it took all 3 of you to contain this.
Okay, so this is carrying the object, not helping Shivani out the carriage, right?
Yeah, I don't know. You're helping Shivani, or you're trying to get the box out?
I can help Shivani auntie.
Okay.
Who are you calling auntie?
I'm calling you auntie because what, you don't want me to? You want me to call you by name?
Yeah, Shivani is fine.
That's so weird. Okay.
Old
people are so strange.
Okay.
I just turned to Vic and I'm like, I'm gonna smack this kid if he doesn't stop calling me old.
I'm gonna take a picture of this, but I got 6.
Yes!
Double 6.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
So in this case, when you have 0 action, a double six doesn't count for critical success, but it is a full success.
Oh, boo.
So your years of experience, of doing, rough handiwork, that comes into play, and
Can't prove
we,
it.
you just pick it up. You feel it shaking, but as all of you exit the carriage driver goes off. It's still foggy. You're on the outskirts of the city. Ahead of you is a gated house. The house is not large. It barely looks like it has more than 2 rooms. Lots of trees around. And it is about mid afternoon that you're here. You enter the gate, uh, and usually there's a butler who opens the door for you, but you see it is already open. We cut to the inside, and as we see all three of you at the gate, with you, Demi, carrying the box, the fog has entered the house as well. And right in front of you, the trapdoor which leads to the mansion below the ground is open.
I'm going to shut the door first to stop more of the fog from coming in, and then just put my rest on my like you put my weight on my cane and just lean back, and you hear Shivani's back crack really loud as they stretch, and just, oh, that hurt. Okay, remind me not to go on a carriage ride for more than 20 minutes again. Yeah, I didn't like that. And she just looks around. Are we going in, or what is the plan?
We should probably go in um, and take this to.
So all of you know that the main Candela lighthouse is below the ground. In this case, there's a whole mansion built inside the ground itself,
And we know,
underground. At that
and the door's open.
Yeah, the trapdoor is open, and the fog has moved into the house, and because the door was open, that's why.
And
Is it usually open? Sorry.
That's my
No,
same question.
no.
Okay. Can I take out? Okay, let's see. What will I have? Could I take out? Like my hand weapon?
Sure. Describe to me what this hand weapon looks like.
Can I have a gun?
You can have a gun. Like I said, based on the situation that you are in, and based on your economic background, I would say this would be more like a katta, a locally made gun.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Cool. So I'm marking hand weapon.
Yeah. So it won't be like a revolver or anything. It would be probably be a single load or a double load maximum.
Sure. I'm just gonna survey and try and scout and try and see whether and try and be a little sneaky if I can, and just see what's happening. Just slowly go down and see what the scene is.
Okay, sure. Give me a survey check. This is a normal stakes roll.
Okay, so I have one dice. So and it's also ticked. What does that mean?
So that means you will roll your gilded die for this.
Okay.
Only, unless you use any extra drives or somebody lends you a drive.
All right. Cool. I'm just gonna roll. Oh, that's a 6.
Hey.
Okay, let's go.
All right. We're gonna use up our good rolls now, so that we die at the end.
Nah, don't say that.
You look around. We So as you look around, we pan from corner to corner. This uh, house is supposed to be a distraction. It's supposed to be, something which keeps everyone away. Like, oh, it's just a normal somebody's house. There's not much furniture over here except for a bed, some kitchen utensils, etc. Except for a marking of the Candela Obscura logo, so that it gives the person who knows it the signal. Okay, this is a lighthouse. From the trapdoor, you can hear the sound of someone sobbing below.
Okay, someone's crying downstairs. We should be careful. Also, crying people kind of freak me out. Um, just saying.
And
I'm just
also,
gonna
one
go
other
ahead.
thing, you can see some light, which is pretty normal, because light here, it's usually lit beneath the ground.
Yeah, it's a
Candles,
lighthouse. Would
electric
be weird
lamps.
if there wasn't any light. That's so stupid.
That's some heavy stuff, guys. Um, I'll go down the trapdoor. Very slowly, with my gun out, but it's shaking. The aim is going to be very off.
All right. Uh, we got to beneath uh, the ground. This is the first level downstairs that you're coming beneath. And we cut to a frame where you are in the background and you are walking below to this level. In the foreground, blurred out, we see a man in his early 30s, but with lots of gray in his hair. And he seems to be wearing a butler-like clothes, like a tux, which in this case is, a signal that this is a butler. And he seems to be leaning over a body and sobbing. As you come down, we focus on him, and his face is full of, dried tears, and more wet tears come, falling down.
Do we recognize him?
This person is Shashank. So that's the butler's name.
And the body?
From
Do we
where you
recognize?
are, you you can't seem to recognize the body, but it looks like the clothes don't fit.
Okay, I rush up to
It looks
Shashank and I'm
like
like,
it looks like the body has shrunken. Yeah.
okay, I rush up to Shashank saying, Shashank, what happened?
Yes. Timur, Timur, you here? Uh, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what happened to him. But this is him. This is him. Please recognize him. In front of
Um,
you. Yeah.
yeah, who do I? Sorry, yeah, you go ahead.
In front of him, on the dining table in front of you, is laid out a body which has looked like it's a shrunken inside its clothes. The face is unrecognizable, like everything has been cut off and dried clean off the face. But from the clothes and from the pin on this body's clothes, you recognize this as one Mr. Bob Martinez. This is your keeper. This was, or this person was your circle's keeper, this lighthouse's keeper.
Well, shit.
Oh, fuck.
Hmm. Okay. Did 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 you see this happen, Shashank?
No, I just knew something was wrong when Master didn't come. on the time that he told that he would. So I went looking out for him in in Dhadki. That old. That squalid place Dhadki, where the buildings are so cramped. I hate that place. I hate that place. I know I come from there, but I hate that place. And he was there, and he was trying to go. He said he was looking for something, and it was really super important. Uh, but that's all the clue I had, and I went there looking for him, and I found people surrounding him with this body over there, and I knew it was him. Just look at
And
him,
you
he's
brought
shrunken. It looks like all the flesh and blood has been sucked out of him.
um and you brought the body back yourself?
Yes.
Okay, can I take
had
a can
to.
I find a
No. Yeah.
sorry? Can I find a
I,
bleed detector in the lighthouse to just check whether Shashank is also full of bleed or not?
sure. So you can have a bleed detector on you, but I would say yes, definitely there are bleed detectors over here which are stacked. So
Okay.
you find it easily that it's one of where the gears are located. So there are a couple of bleed detector here, and you find traces of bleed on Shashank. But first, I would like you to describe what this bleed detector looks like, please.
It looks like one of those Men in Black uh, sort of phallic like things which sort of lights up when it detects bleed. Like the Men in Black thing where
Mm-hmm.
they flash you and you don't remember shit. What is it called? A neuralizer?
Neuralizer.
Yeah.
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 Neuralizer.
So it looks
Yeah.
like that. Yes, but it's far more phallic than it needs to be, and and it lights up.
Sorry, you
So
say far more phallic than it needs to be. What do you mean?
I don't know, man. These Eldritch
we
Horrors
want to
sort of
know.
they pretty much like I don't know. It's kind of it's biological. I think I would like to say like it's scientific.
What?
It's fleshy.
Ugh.
It feels organic.
Does it have
It,
veins?
it, it has veins. It has a
It's
base.
veiny.
It's got
When
a
you said
base as well.
neuralizer, oh my gosh, I thought metal. You're like, no, full flesh phallic shit.
So is
No,
it?
no.
So at
I
the
think it is
base,
metal. I think it is metal.
at the base, does it have fur? Is it a bit
Oh
hairy?
my god.
It
I
could
love
be. I
this.
mean, that's up to you, GM.
Early morning, folks. Let's get it.
Let's go get that phallus.
It's the
Uh,
perfect way to start a Sunday. I
so,
love it.
so
Right.
as
So
this,
yeah,
yeah.
I wave it around.
Uh,
Does
so
it flop
as
around
this
when you wave
bleeded.
it?
Early morning wood. We love it. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So, as the scientific dildo, just flops around. It
I,
as
I have to clip that.
as it bursts out a white light. You sense there is some bleed on Shashank, but it's faint. It's really faint, and it's on his hand, like he has touched it, and you do find bleed around the face of Bob.
Okay. Um, is there a bleed containment vial? Again, I don't want to use my equipment for this. I want to try and use the lighthouse
You
equipment
can
if
use a
possible.
maximum of three. You can use a maximum of three on
Okay, fine.
what
Fuck
you
it. Let's
have.
say I've got a bleed detector and a bleed containment vial. So I use the bleed containment vial, which is more like, let's say, it
So
looks like
bleed
one of
detector is
those.
fine if you. So bleed detector is fine if you don't have it on your gear
Okay,
right now,
cool.
because that's
Sure.
something that is there. But a bleed containment vial, I feel you would have on you.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying something. I interrupted you.
It's like a beaker. This one.
Mhm.
It's a bit disappointing because it's not as phallic. and
Mhm.
it sort of kind of extracts the bleed from. So I'm not touching Bob, but I'm being very careful and trying to remove the bleed from Shashank as much as possible and contain it into this vial. And then I
Sure.
stop it.
So so this bleed, you know, this is not really a liquid thing that is over there, but it's something that you will have to scrape off him.
Ah,
And it's not something which will exactly go away because it will leave traces behind because he
okay.
has touched him with his bare hands.
I turn to Shivani auntie and Victoria's uncle, and I'm like, hey,
That's fucking okay. I love it. I love this so much.
I'm like, uncle, auntie, do you guys have like something to scrape this off Shashank? Uh,
I turn to fucking Shivani and I'm just waiting for her response.
So, Shivani's just going to clench her fists and just stare daggers into Timul's eyes, and she's trying to bite her tongue to not say the vile thing she wants to say, and um, she's just gonna go over to. I'm assuming this is 1930s, but would they have a refrigerator or something, or a
They
um,
wouldn't have a proper refrigerator, but they would have something like an ice box.
okay.
I mean, with dry ice, so to keep things cool.
Hmm. No, I'm gonna walk over to wherever the kitchen is and find a spoon and give it to Timul. Here you go. Use this to scrape off the shit from his hands. Yeah.
okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I did want to ask actually, Amaan, like looking at the
Yeah.
body, how plausible is it that the butler was able to carry the body all the way here from the place he mentioned?
Yeah, and down the hatch. Yeah, that too.
So it looks like the body doesn't weigh that much anymore. It's mostly skin and bones now.
Oh, so you're saying the
But
fat
there's
was sucked out of him?
Mm-hmm.
probably everything.
Yeah.
How far
Okay.
is the location? Do we know?
It's it's pretty far. I mean, and you know that there are means to get apart from walking. Like there are rickshaw police over here, which this butler can easily hire. Well, I mean, I'm just saying about the world. What is available in this world. As a
Yeah,
mode of transportation. So there are rickshaws. There are single person who pull those rickshaws as well. Those kinds. So there are ways to get that. Go from one place to the other, apart from horse carriages, horses, and cars.
got you. Um, Victorious puts the box on the ground, um, walks up to Shashank and asks him, right, so how long ago did this happen?
I don't, I don't know. I've been here for maybe an hour. I've been here. This, this probably happened a couple of hours ago. I don't know what Master was after, what he went looking for, but I do know he mentioned Ember, something of an assignment that he had for him, something about a mission. He didn't say what, but so it maybe has something to do with what he had to do with Ember. Have you seen Master Ember? I haven't. I haven't been in contact with him either. I tried to reach out to him, but he's not there where in all the places that he is supposed to be. He's nowhere to be found yet.
I kind of turn to the others. We've not known Ember for long. So I guess the question is, do we know where Ember would frequent?
Uh, yeah, go ahead.
Probably, from what I know of him, he is a pretty frequent patron at the bar down the street, or the community theater. Surprisingly, very into the arts. That's all I know.
I would like any of you to give me a focus or a survey check. Just to uh, you know to find out more about him.
Uh,
Maybe there is something in this house that
any of us or
facilitates that.
all of us? Sorry.
Any of you. So
I've got
if it's gonna be a group action, so one of you has to lead it, and the other can probably help and give their drives.
yeah, I have like gilded in surveys, so I can lead it if you guys want that.
Yeah,
Or
Yeah,
go
that
ahead.
works.
can if you want to give you a drive, or so I have street smarts. You know how to keep an eye on your surroundings. Whenever you make a survey roll, you may spend any drive instead of only using intuition. So in fact, what I'll do is I'll also use a drive myself. I'll use my cunning drive, so that
Hmm.
reduces to 3, and I roll. Okay, so I got 6 on the non-gilded die and 4 on the gilded die. So that's a mixed success on the gilded, and but if I take the mixed success, I get back my drive.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take the mixed success and take back my drive. So that's a 4.
So you do find out, looking around. Again, this place is a dining sort of a room, but there is a bookshelf uh, at one end, at one corner, and you, based on your history here, how much you have been down here, Bob keeps a proper record of everyone who goes in and out, and or who is associated with Candela in whatever way. But so again, this was a standard role. So out of character, you probably won't find out more about the kind of investigation or the kind of mission that he had planned for him based on the mixed success. So again, I'm just letting you know you can choose the full success right now also if you want to.
Okay, cool. I'll fine. I'll choose the full success and I'll remove the
Yeah.
drive. Done. So that was a 6.
All right. All right. So you sorry, just give me a second.
No worries.
So you do find uh, file on Ember where it details his history, uh, and where it you know tells you where he has come from, what he does for a living. He is a factory worker who got associated with Candela a few months back. He was part of some other circles, and this is someone that there was a rating and the question mark beside it, and a note from Bob saying, "My right hand." And there is a note saying who his associates or next of kin is. There isn't anyone from his family, but there is a name mentioned, Rashid Hussain. He is a professor at ABM college in the city. And Beside it, there is a there are a couple of plus marks beside his name. Uh, it also details that he where he works in the factory. Basically, it's the furnace where he's supposed to shove coal. And in really scribbly handwriting, you which you deduce it to be Bob's handwriting, it says infiltrate eons. So you know that eons is the other secret society which wants to use artifacts and monsters for their own gain, and to use it sort of in a scientific manner to, you know, be an alternate to Candela who wants to stop all this bleed.
Okay. I point this out to Shivani and Vic, and I think they are a little bit more experienced. I mean, they're very experienced, of course, in life. But
Cheers.
but I think they're generally the wiser of. But I just point this out to these two, and I said, "Hey, so this is probably what Amber was doing. I think infiltrating eons. I don't know."
That seems extremely dangerous. I don't know why Bob would want to do that. I feel like we've had situations where this has not worked out in our favor, and I know we've caught a couple of spies from Eon here as well. So I just wish he would have, I don't know, just thought it through and not sent just one person in. It's never a good idea to send just one spy in. It's always good to work in a group or in pairs. Okay, all right. What do we think? Do we think Amber got turned by Eon and now he's working against whatever happened to Bob? This was not done by a human. This does not look human. So obviously something did it, and I wouldn't put it past Eon to have something that could have done this. I don't know.
Are we thinking a beastie or some sort of weird tool they might have?
Honestly, I am not sure.
Well, the person that might know this Mr. Hussein, Rashid Hussein, could probably start asking around him.
Yeah, seems like a professor type. Actually, like you're connected to the professor types, aren't you?
What are you insinuating?
You know, your girlfriend, partner, wife, lover.
Wife.
Okay,
Only wife.
all right, yeah. So you could ask Auntie.
Not getting her involved in any of these shenanigans. I'd rather we find the professor, punch him up for questions. Yeah, simple job, in and out, 5 minutes.
Okay, let's do that then. I turn to Shivani and I'm like, I have painkillers. You know that, right? Like, I can give you stuff for your bones. Hey,
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Hello.
At the min-
hi Kush. Kush has
Hi.
joined us. Kush, we're live on Twitch.
Kush.
Like, so have you guys started yet, or
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we've been playing for an hour or so.
Hmm. So I'll just leave, I guess then, or
Up to the GM, of course, Amaan. Do we find
Uh,
A
Of
professor
Steve.
under the table? Or do we go meet the professor at, I don't know.
You know what? What we can do right now is, Kush, if you can, you know what? You can stay here, but your character will probably join after like a 10-minute break, which I'll put in the middle, about 1 o'clock. If that's okay,
Okay.
you can stay here.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
because I have to rework a bit.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Again, sorry about that, man.
No, even I was late, so it's my fault.
No worries, no worries. Please stay here anyway. Steve, is that fine?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. So, what conclusion did you guys come to? What did you want to do? Sorry, I forgot.
Go to the professor, not get my wife involved because no, these are monstrous shits. Fuck that.
So, does your wife not know what you do?
She knows I have a job, and that's as
This
far
is,
as we leave it.
you know, this isn't a job, right? This pays us nothing.
I put
It
my hand on Timmel's shoulder and say, I have a job
it might pay
and
you
nothing
nothing.
else.
That's all Shivani
Okay.
says.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, Shivani auntie, if you want, um,
Oh gosh, hit him with a cane.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was literally about to say that. Yeah.
I have painkillers. I'm just saying it can help with the bones.
They are quite good.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
Vic.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
thank you. Yeah.
I
You
don't
sure?
want your cow tranquilizers. Thank you.
Those aren't, oh god, they're not cow tranquilizers. They're more like horse.
Yeah, I don't want those either. I'm good. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
No, Shivani, honestly, yeah, sometimes he's tweaking out in the carriages, but he does provide good stuff when needed.
I don't
Yeah,
doubt that, but I am straight edge.
Quite
So
professional.
I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. So I'm good.
How do you know you've not already had some of my painkillers when you have your tea?
Because that would be
Think
extremely
about that.
fucked up.
It would be. But we
Yeah.
see fucked up shit every day.
She
Is
grabs
spiking
her.
your tea fucked up?
Yes,
No, I'm
extremely.
kidding. I'm kidding, auntie. I'm kidding. I'm just joking. Let's go.
That is not funny at all. Okay.
So
Okay.
the professor.
As we keep hearing the bickering, uh, you know, we focus on the file that is open in front of you and a dead body that is right in front of you. Uh, so as we zoom in to the file, we see beside the name Rashid Hussain and the plus sign, there is a small photograph. It's a bit faded, like it's like a copy of a copy of a copy of Rashid Hussain, sort of this older gentleman, and Ember, who looks like he's in his late 20s. Together, we go into it, keep going into it. Suddenly, the photo becomes slightly more refined, more there's more clarity to the photo, and we start to zoom out and we see beneath it, the photo, there is a heart shape. As we keep zooming out and we see that it's sitting uh, within a frame on a desk with lots of books and notebooks. There is a man whose back we see, who by a lighted couple of lighted candles seems to be writing something. We hear a rap on the door. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Who's the one knocking?
I'll go check.
No. I mean, Isn't this us going to the professor's?
It is us.
Yep.
Oh
Yes.
fuck!
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit.
I you knock on the door. Who is he? No, I am happy to be the one that's knocking, sort of like a soft tap.
Mhm. Who is there?
Your
Who
mom.
is it?
You called for my services?
Uh, oh no, I I didn't call for anyone. Who's there?
This appears to be the right place. And I kind of like push the door slowly and creakily to kind of suggest like it's a hard push for me.
Don't move at all.
Oh,
If you move, first tell me what's your name? Where are you from?
That's a very long story. You see, back when I first started working in my business, and he's just gonna start like chatting shit. And as he's doing that, I'm just trying to read the room and see if he's alone or if there's anything on his desk, like I don't know, a weapon
So
or
you're not inside his room yet. He has
ah.
sort of stopped the door midway. You can peek inside, and if you would like to give me a focus roll, a focus check,
Oh no.
Can I?
if you want to read the room, you can also give me a sense check.
Hmm.
Either.
Okay.
Can I give him a drive? Because I'm
Yeah,
next to him.
definitely,
Okay, so take a
definitely.
drive.
So you're
Oh.
so you sort of your ear is on the door and you're listening to what this person is Rashid is saying and you're trying to deduce it.
Okay. So if
So
I go
yeah.
for focus, what would I learn?
So the focus would sort of tell what from whatever you see, it would sort of tell you, you know, what's nearby the door, or what from what you can see, you'll try to deduce it if he's alone, if he's doing something, if he's in the middle of something from his tone. For a sense check, you will sort of get an idea of what his next action will probably be.
Okay.
If he's on edge, if he's cool, if he's just, busy.
Okay. What are we feeling, guys? I would like to go for focus, but sense, man.
Um, uh, what are you stronger in?
I
Go for focus.
am.
Go for focus.
Yeah, focus,
Sure.
focus. So
Yeah.
I have one for focus. Using your
Yeah.
drive, I can
Mhm.
roll 2.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Both 5s. So yeah, 5 on that.
It is a mixed success. So,
Do I get my drive back? Because he's using he's using my guild. No. How does it work? Okay. No. Sorry. Ignore me. I'm
I don't
not
think
here.
that's
Don't talk to me. I'm not here.
you don't exist.
Yes.
So, on a mixed success, you do realize uh, that you do know that he's alone, but there's probably a reason why he has stopped you from opening it fully. That's the most that you can gather.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's alone. He's obviously trying to keep us out. Does he sound like he's on edge at all?
Um, if you would have given me a sense check, then I would have probably told you.
Okay.
But mostly, from what you can see, is this door sorts of stops, like something is stopping the door from opening it fully. and
Okay.
he, from whatever you can gather from however much the door has been opened, it it feels like he's alone from the sounds you hear. The shuffling of feet. He's probably just the only man in this room.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna try and knock the door down to just give us entry.
Nice.
So would that be
Okay, that would be a strike roll.
cool? I'm gonna
Nice.
add a drive to that. It is a gilded die as well. So would that be 3 die?
Awesome. So
Ooh.
no, so that's a how many dices do you have? Do you have two dices, and you'll
I
be
have
using a drive. So yeah, that'll be three dices, and one of them will be a gilded die.
cool. Oh, okay. Um,
Let's go.
yeah. So my gilded die is a 1, but the
Okay.
highest of the other die is a 3.
Oh no.
And
Okay.
no, I want to use a resistance if possible.
Sure, I'll allow it because you should use resistance because yeah, there'll be something happening untoward your
Oh,
body.
oh
So yeah, go ahead, use up that resistance, man.
no. Yeah, that was a
So so you'll be, by the way, you'll be only rolling two dices, one of which will be gilded.
okay. So with the resistance, I roll both die again.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, yeah, no, that's still a 3. It is a 3, my friend. I am sorry.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We see it in slow motion.
Why?
You, this big burly man, he's this manly man of all men. You push down the door, like, get out of the way. Out, I'm going inside. And you don't realize that there was probably something above your head which is meant to fall down on you if somebody enters, forcefully. So as you sort of push it away, you look up, you see this, heavy steel bucket above your head. You see it falling down on your face in slow motion. Uh, and the momentum of your body is like, yeah, it, I don't have enough momentum to push myself out. So you huh, just take a breath, and we see a huge steel bucket fall right on your head. Boom! You immediately take two body and one brain.
Oh, take it on the
What?
chin.
What is in this bucket?
It's
It's an
steel.
Wow.
empty steel. It's an empty steel bucket, but it's those heavy steel or iron buckets that we used to have when we were kids. Like some people had.
Yeah,
It's fallen right on his head.
one brain.
All right.
All right,
What a
we're in.
bucket.
So that hits you, and you immediately like fall down, and you're just out of it for a minute. Everything's dizzy. We see like the whole every like this Rashid is just looking down on you, like, oh, you stupid.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
told you.
Um.
Just tell me
as I
who the fuck are you people?
sorry, as I was knocking in the door, I before I shoulder budget, I would like to yell out, "Ember, are you in there?" And then obviously everything proceeded and
Okay.
fucked me over. Cool.
Who the fuck are you people, and how do you know Ember? And you can see he has his hand is behind his back.
Is Vic unconscious or conscious?
He's not unconscious yet, but he's just
A's.
fallen prone. I would
Okay.
say.
I'm gonna say, how old is
As
old
Pro
is-
starts to twitch again.
uh,
Rashid
is it
looks
better
on.
now? Better now?
Yeah.
Hmm. Would it be possible to switch off the audio that you have? I think it's interfering with my net.
Sure,
So,
I'll just exit that. Not a problem.
yeah.
I'll leave the activity. Yeah. I don't know how to stop that activity. How do I do that?
To shut down your comp. I'm kidding. You don't have to. Just joking.
I'm
Okay.
bad with
If you can hear
Discord,
me right now,
so
then it's fine.
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Bro,
Perfect.
you
So
can
I'm
also
just
just
gonna-
leave the activity. That way, if it's affecting your internet,
I've been trying to leave the activity for like ages now, and it's not happening.
just disconnect and try to come back then from the
I
VC.
disconnected and came back, and it immediately connected back to the activity. I switched to a phone, and it connected to the activity. So it's like decided to be in.
That's very weird because I disconnected. I'm not connected to it at all. I don't hear it or see it.
Yeah, I don't know what to do, man.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I
Not able
think
to
it
figure
should
out.
be. Yeah, it should stop now.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, I'll just leave the activity. Yeah.
Right. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna put my hands up in the air and be like, "Hey, we're just here to ask some questions. We're not, we're friends." Uncle Rashid.
Oh my god, this dude is going to get us killed.
You see Rashid's brow furrowing.
Uh-huh.
Just as you mentioned Uncle Rashid.
Uh-huh.
And you see him tense up a bit.
Uh-huh.
How the fuck do you know Ember?
Ember is sorry. Hey Vic, you're up again. Ah, hi.
Yes,
I agree, exactly. Yeah. Same. You know what, Uncle Rashid? I think I'm just gonna let someone older talk to you, just a whole generation thing. And I shoved Shivani auntie in front.
you showed it until the guy holding behind his back.
Yep.
Old people talk the same language.
Yeah, I thought it's I'm next gen, Mitch.
Great.
So Shivani's in front.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just going to sigh and I'm just going to step forward and just look at this dude in the eye. Hello, hi. We were sent by Amber's employer to figure out what's going on because shit's wild, yo. We haven't heard from him in a while, and everything is strange and weird.
Okay, give me a sway check.
All right, I have 2 dice for sway, so that's good. Where's my fucking dice?
And one of
Can
them
I
is
give-
gilded, I think.
Can I give
Yep.
her a drive? Because I did the whole switcheroo.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
will gladly give her a drive as well.
Yeah, so I'll give her a drive as well. So you've got 2 drives from us.
All right, so that's 4 dice then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
one
think
of
so.
them being gilded.
So I'm rolling on the dice rolls thing. The first roll is going to be the gilded die. I guess that works. 4d6, right?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Let's go. It's a natural. Oh my god, the first one is a nat 1.
Okay.
Alright, I got
okay,
a 1,
okay.
2, 5, and a 1.
Okay.
So-
So a 5. So we take the 5. That's a mixed success.
Probably.
We would like the 5, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to disconnect and connect it back to try and not be looking at this thing. Sorry. Just give me a sec.
Oh, sure. By the way, Demi, when you
Mhm.
failed, did you use any drive?
Yes, I did use a drive.
Oh, but then you. Oh, yeah. You. Do you have any? No, I mean, sorry. Were any of them gilded actions? Yeah, there
Yes,
were, right?
yes.
So I would probably say you would have chose. You can get your drive back if you would have chosen the failure on the gilded die. You know.
I will keep that in mind next time.
Yeah. Sure. All right. So that's a 5 from Shivani. So that's a mixed success. Uh, you see him loosen up a bit. Are you from Candela?
Yep.
That secret society? Okay. He did say he was supposed to be on a mission. He didn't tell me what it was. Something to do with thing called eons in their headquarters.
Yeah, we've only heard rumors. We don't know for sure what he was up to either. So, but we do know that you were his contact. So, like anything you can help us with would be great.
I only know that there's a building. There's a building in Dhatki that is supposed to be Eon's headquarters. It's supposed to be, a clandestine front for a uh, for that secret society. That's all that he told me, and he said he would then be going back to the factory. I don't know for what he did. He didn't tell me why. You can, I guess, you can see that he has eased up, but his left hand is still behind his back.
Okay.
And it looks like he's backing away, but his hand is behind his back, and he's just eyeing all of you. Like he doesn't trust you that much in this moment.
I'm going to put both my hands up and be like, hey, look, we're not here to hurt anyone. We're not here to cause you any trouble. I'm sorry my friend knocked on your door. We just need answers because we're facing a lot of weird shit. Can you point us in the direction of the factory so that we can get out of your hair?
The fucking factory is half of the town. Go in from anywhere. I don't need to point it to anywhere. You can see his hand trembling. You can see the hand behind his back is sort of trembling.
What is the equivalent of an insight check in Candela Obscura?
That would be read.
Can I try rolling a read to interpret his body language? Is he
Yes.
like, I want to know how, try and interpret whether he has anything to do with like how he knows Ember, if anything. And like, is he feeling upset?
All
Like
right.
whatever. Like, okay, that's a 2.
You can.
So
Okay.
yeah.
You at most, what you can see is a portrait of them, both of them together, and a little heart beneath it.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm just gonna say, Uncle Rashid, we're actually here to help. We're friends of Ember's. We will try and find him. How did you know Ember?
We were friends. We are
Okay.
friends. We are friends.
Okay, DM.
Okay.
The "we were friends" was
Yeah.
that a slip by DM or was that a slip by player by character?
That was a slip by the character.
Oh fuck. Okay. All right. Uh. Okay. Fuck.
I would like to get up
Um.
now, DM.
Yeah. Can I
Sorry?
take out a syringe and stick it into Vic's thigh like a
Oh.
painkiller
Oh, I thought you were going to
injection?
stick it into the Rashid. Oh shit. Okay. That is fine.
Oh
Sure.
gosh.
Yeah. Here, Vic. Whack! And it's in.
Look, stinks so good. And I'd like to get up, dust myself off. Sorry about that. Didn't know whether Ember was being held hostage in here.
Does he?
Hostage.
Okay.
Ember.
After we.
Never.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. No.
You were
Yeah.
saying?
After we've sort of established that we're friends of Ember's, has he calmed down visibly, or does he look still like he's about to kill
Only,
us with the gun behind his back
only
or
a
something?
bit. Only a bit. Uh, Again, it doesn't look like he has much going on in terms of, killing you, apart from that, makeshift trap that he had, which knocked out Vic. Uh, but he still looks on edge. He still looks like, you know, he doesn't want all of you here.
Okay.
Yes. At that, I do want to ask a question. Professor, were you expecting Ember today?
You see him go quiet for a while. He's just looking at you, not saying anything, not even trying to blink. Uh, uh, One thing I would like to just point out is, guys, just keep a note on what your role and specialty is as well, because that can help you get some information out. For example, again, out of character, uh,
Slink. Yeah.
for Shivani, for Shivani, a guy is a thing that you have. You can have a temporary contact. You can have any help nearby. That is something that you have. You have a misdirection thing that is also going on for you. Same with Dimi, which is something called Behind Me, and there's something called Tenacious.
I
For Kush, you have, yeah. So just
yes,
keep a note on that as well.
gotcha.
So when you ask this question, he just goes quiet.
Mm. I would follow that up with, well, you might have been expecting him, yet you set a trap. So that either suggests that was meant for Ember, or someone else you were expecting looking for Ember. What's really going on?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you
Lots of
afraid of
bad things
Ember?
have been happening recently. Lots of murders have been happening. That's just a protection. That's what that's why I told you to tell me who you are, so that I can so that I can remove the trap. You can see him sort of trying to retreat back into himself.
I kind of gesture to Shivani to just like I guess it's eye contact that suggests that we should probably push the question. But maybe not me because I'm very threatening.
Yeah, Shivani has sway, right? So she can try and convince Command. Steve?
Also,
Yeah.
Pro Shivani, you can do that, and at the same time, Pro, there's something called Scout.
Yeah, I know.
That
But I have to spend an intuition for that. And that means I use up a drive, right?
yeah, but there, like I told you, you can get your drives back.
Fine, okay, I'll spend intuition. Fine. I have time to observe a
See, I'm
location. I
not
can
trying
see.
to. I'm not. I don't want to just. I want you to use your character sheet to the fullest.
Yeah.
Fine.
You have
I'll
everything at your disposal.
fine. So what do I notice here that others do not see? What in this place might be of use to us? What path should we follow? So I can ask these kind of questions. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep that open because it's the first time doing it. So GM, you can guide me as pick a question which makes more sense.
I will tell you what you notice
Mm-hmm.
is that the hand behind his back is trembling, but it. You know how something trembles from pain.
Okay.
That's what it feels like.
Okay.
It's not. It's probably maybe not a weapon. Maybe can be something that he's holding on, but it looks like he's in pain.
Okay. I'm like Uncle Rashid.
Sorry, Steve. Shivani, you said you wanted to do something.
Yeah, I was gonna try to use sway to convince him to let us help. Basically,
Okay, so both of you can combine and try to do something. You can come up with it what you want to do.
yeah.
Both Timul and Shivani.
Okay, so I'm thinking that I'm just gonna sit down on the nearest chair, just look him directly in the eyes, and be like, "Look, we are friends of Ember. He's part of our circle. That's what we call groups in our organization. We kind of lost contact with him. We're trying to help, and we're not here to hurt you. We have no intention of hurting you at all. Just let us help. What can we do to help? This does not look. You look scared, and all we're doing is trying to help. That is literally part of the job. It is the only job."
Yeah, and I'm basically going to try and indicate to him that I have a painkiller injection that he can use.
Yeah, so we can combine that. Well, actually,
Yeah.
it won't work with my character, but fuck it. I'll just turn to Timul and be like, "Look, Timul just helped Vic with the pain meds that he has. If you need something, if you need a drink or something to eat or whatever, we got your back."
Yeah, I've bandaged many stray animals. I know my way around bandages and painkillers.
Give me a sway check, and if you want Pro, you want to give your any of your drives, you're welcome to.
Man, I'm running out of drives.
I'll use one of my drives. It's okay.
All right.
And the first dice roll will be my gilded dice, gilded die,
All right.
whatever. 3d6. That's a fucking 2. Oh my god. Okay, 4.
On the
4 is the
gilded,
highest.
okay.
Yeah, 4
Okay.
is the highest. Bad rolls today.
That's a mixed success. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he does calm down a bit, and you see from the back he reveals his hand, for his left hand, and it looks like from his fingers to his elbow, all the flesh and blood is gone, and it's just skin and bones
Oh no.
and nerves and veins.
Okay. We saw this exact same thing happen with. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Ember was here.
Okay.
I don't know where he is now, but I tried to bring him back. I felt like I almost succeeded, but he it felt he was trying to come back as well, but he failed, and I tried to get away. I tried to get away, but he's gone. It feels like he's gone. And he sits down where he is on the floor, right by the desk, and he starts to sob. And we see that he's almost writing like he on the desk he was writing like a love letter, which also felt like a suicide note.
Fuck.
Has the disease infection, whatever, gone past the elbow or no?
No, it has not gone past the elbow. It looks like it has stopped there. But at the elbow, where the upper arm begins, it's red. Like it's, it feels like the blood is bleeding into the rest of his, uh, you know, fleshless arm, but without anything to latch on to.
Okay. Rashid, all is not lost. We can still try to help here. I don't know if we can fix your arm, but we can make sure you don't lose the rest of your life, the rest of your body or your life.
Okay.
Yeah, I have something that will help calm the nerves. Can I brew some? Is there something where I can is there something to drink where I can put something into the drink, or I can brew some tea in the room?
I mean, there is a hearth over at the
Hmm.
by the window, and there are
Hmm.
some utensils to drink from, some water, that
Hmm.
matka, that clay matka for water, cool water that's
Hmm.
there.
Cool. I'll just make you some tea or coffee. What's your poison?
Aye. he just gives a chuckle at poison. I would welcome any poison right now.
All right.
Uh,
Yeah, I will be poisoning you. It's good. It's good poison. Trust me. And I brew some tea because I'm partial to tea, and very quick. No milk, just liquor, no sugar, and pour a bit of like some the equivalent of what we do at Holi, like bhang stuff, which will
Mhm.
just calm him down and put him to sleep. Um, and and then I give that drink to him.
His lips, you notice, was very dry. He laps up everything that you give it to him, and he just sits back, closes his eyes, and starts to. After a while, after about 5 minutes or so, feels like his breathing has started to return to normal.
If he would consent to like a shoulder massage, I will give him that
Are you
just to
trying
help
to
him.
seduce this man?
No, I'm not. I mean, Dibby, I'm not seducing everybody. I'm just very attractive. I can't help it.
You are very attractive. You make him an alcoholic. I love it.
Hello. Okay, I couldn't hear that. One sec.
Yeah,
Uh,
Demi just yeah.
oh,
Okay, he's back.
Hi, sorry,
Hey,
broke again. Um, yeah, I was screaming about how attractive I was, and then I couldn't hear anything else.
yeah, no, we were in agreement. You're very attractive.
All right. Yeah, so
He,
if he open to the massage, I mean, whatever, just to calm him down, and
uh, as you approach him, you feel that he's now asleep.
all right. No, this was before he was going to sleep. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
no, listen, before he
Yeah, I
goes to
mean, he
sleep,
was.
then I would like to do
Mhm,
something really quick.
mhm.
Before the tea is made, I'm going to
Yeah.
use one of my gear, reach into the side and pull out a large machete. And I'm going to look him directly in the
Okay.
eyes. I'm going to look him directly in the eyes. I'm going to tell him, we don't know what this does, but I think the best course of action is to remove the infection from the body.
He gives a nod and he said, give me a minute." And he takes a belt out and bites down on it.
Yeah, Vic's gonna try and hold him down to make sure he doesn't move, because you don't want to slip on this.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
and-
gonna pour. I'm gonna double the dose, triple the dose on the bhang.
Yeah, I'm gonna and I'm gonna tell him that it's going to hurt, and I'm gonna try to make it quick. But also, I am so sorry about this, and I'm gonna wait till he falls asleep before I do the do.
I'm also gonna prepare a tourniquet, and like that Evanescence song.
Yeah, and
Okay.
can I look around the apartment, whatever, for a pair of gloves or something, so I don't touch the bleed hand directly?
There are a few handkerchiefs, but there aren't any gloves as such.
Okay, so all right, fine. We can figure that out later. So I'm just gonna wait till he falls asleep, and then using both
Chop
hands.
his arm off.
Yeah, basically, and we can fade to black for that if people don't want to. Yeah. So that's basically the thing, and quickly tourniquet it.
We
And
fade. Yeah. As you start to do that, and we see a wide shot of all four of you together. As he is sitting down on the floor, he starts to fall asleep. You raise the machete up, and we cut to black, and we hear, and that's where we'll go to break.
hello, we have returned. Hi. Yeah, back from break to do more obscuring candles. That's yeah. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna shut up now.
So, all right, I guess I'll take over now.
Thank you.
So, last we heard was a scream from the man whose hands you were cutting off. Still in that darkness, we pull back from the street where you can see there's a lot of drops of blood. The camera still keeps going up, up, up to reveal more of the street, and you see a few people walking past the camera. And we tilt, we track back, we tilt down to reveal the silhouettes of the buildings itself, and it's dark right now. There are a couple of spots of light, some coming from the windows, some coming from the walls, a couple of gas lights here and there. That those are like pinpricks right now because it's heavily obscured by the fog. And we see the back of the three of you in the slum area of that place. Not a lot of people outside right now, but you can see there's a trail of blood. I would like any of you to give me a survey or a focus check. it can be a group role, so you can now from after. Let me tell you, this is the last standard check that is going to be there. I mean, normal stakes. This is the last normal stakes roll that you will roll tonight or today, actually.
Okay.
From now
Um.
on, it's probably going to all be high stakes.
Okay. I have survey, and it's a gilded, so I can head this.
Hmm. So you will recover a drive any which way.
Okay. Okay. So I'm rolling.
Fingers crossed.
That is 6. Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, we'll take that any day. Uh, the trail of blood continues for a bit as you keep sort of walking forward until it turns left into a slightly more darker alleyway. But unlike other alleyways where there are lots of doors and doors for that leads into houses inside, uh, there isn't any door over here that you can see at least. But you strongly feel that this is the direction that Ember went.
Okay.
Just keep walking, just keep walking, just keep walking.
Yeah.
As you keep walking, you keep walking, you keep walking. There, in front of you, on one side of the wall, there is a door, and above that, there is a sign um, written uh, "Desi liquor," locally made liquor. That which means I am saying that specifically for Dimi.
Oh, I
Um,
know. I,
Desi.
I know.
Actually, yeah, I should assume that you would know at least this. Desi liquor. It says on one side of the door, and the other side of the door is unmarked. Right at when you reach uh, these doors, the door which leads to Desi liquor opens up, and you see a person sort of half dazed, sort of walk out and stop in their tracks when they look at you. Kush, I would like you to describe your character.
Okay, so my character is a out of job washed up professor. His event was like he was in his university and a huge explosion went off. He knew that he wasn't that incompetent, but uh, he knew he wasn't that incompetent, but he was still fired because it resulted in loss of lives. He right now tries to like find things to redeem himself somehow, but that's his character. His appearance is he wears glasses, normal white shirt, oiled black hair, brown eyes.
I love
Yeah.
it. So, all three of you see this person coming right at you. And again, these doors are at a dead end.
Did we just kill him?
What do you all do?
I'm just gonna raise my still bloody machete right at him. All right, the fuck are you doing here? Who are you? Why are you here?
Hi. Uh, I don't know. I just drink maybe, and I show a bottle in your face.
What is in the bottle? Can we tell? Like, is it
Kush,
booze?
tell me. You're the one in charge.
Hey,
You can tell me what's in the bottle.
it's whiskey.
Okay, I'm gonna have some.
Do you die?
I didn't do it. I never did it. Please don't. Ocean was never my fault.
Did you just say
So,
I didn't
all
do
three
it?
of you see. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Go ahead.
Didn't do what?
Oh, oh, nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, okay, I don't believe that. I'm gonna move the machete even closer. You can feel the tip of it poking your neck. Talk before I cover this in more blood.
Damn, auntie.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just staring at this shit going on. um, yeah. Does our sexy drug dealer want to do something here?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna take a syringe and then shove it into this guy to clear him up. There's a bit of adrenaline. I'm like, hey, wake up.
like it just instantly sobers me up.
Yes,
I would like you to please take a body for this.
yes,
Because this wasn't consented and you just shoved the person with
yep. I just
a
shoved it into your
syringe.
into your chest, like in
Oh,
what's
Oh,
that movie? What's that
ow!
movie?
That hurt me.
Pulp
That
Fiction.
movie. Exactly,
Pulp
that's Pulp
Fiction, yeah.
Fiction. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Again, I love how the biggest guy here with scars and shit is the calmest. You've got Auntie with the machete, and you're just randomly syringing people in the chest.
Hey, I'm a medical doctor. At least he thinks of himself as that.
Yeah,
He's not.
the minute you stab this dude with the syringe, I'm just gonna put my machete down and take 2 steps back. All right, this is what the fuck? Why would you do that?
I'm just waking him up. I think he has information. Do you want to
Yeah,
waste time, Auntie?
you don't
With
just.
consent?
It's not about just consent. You don't just stab people willy nilly.
I just did.
Yeah, but okay.
Whoa. What happened? Who are you guys then? Why
See?
am I just
It
playing?
worked. Don't worry about that. You just said you didn't do it. What didn't you do?
How am I supposed to know what I didn't do?
Interesting. Let me
Right.
just show you to my auntie Shivani. Auntie, can you just wave that machete for this
Oh,
person?
it's gonna turn into a
Yeah,
PvP.
yeah, no, that's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are
Um,
getting nowhere here.
Whoa.
At this
Who are
moment,
you guys?
at this moment, you hear from above you uh, crashing noises, and suddenly all of you look above. It's still dark, there's no light, but there's a sound, and a body falls right in front of you. Boom! There's bones, blood splatters all over, all around, in front of you, um, on your clothes, and the person in front of you is dead.
For fuck's sake!
mm-hmm.
Ugh. Looking up, do we see what dropped them, or did they commit suicide?
There is a faint light coming from the side of the building which has an unmarked door. It looks like there's a window above, and there are noises of people it looks like there are a few people inside, and it looks like there's some sort of commotion going on. But again, in this confined space, not a lot of noise is coming through. But there is hints of that there are still some people upstairs.
Right. Let's fucking nut up, everybody. New guy, you're an extra body.
Yeah, come with us.
Yeah, sure. Of course. Do I?
Adrenaline makes.
Yeah.
The new guy doesn't even know what he's getting into. It's like, oh, he might probably die, but we barely know him.
God.
No, that's fine.
Okay, do I know the guy that well?
No, none of you know
Okay,
him.
cool.
But you just got sober and you just saw a body fall down in front of you. Okay,
Yeah, but
so
full of adrenaline, so I also
yep,
run up
yep,
along with it.
shock, baby, shock. That's gonna keep a lot of us going. So, what are you guys doing right now?
Um, we're running up the stairs, I guess.
All right.
Did the body look like it was
Drained.
eldritchified by, yeah, Mr. Ember?
Uh, okay. On first glance, not really, but on closer inspection, it looks like on closer inspection, if you do that, it looks like there are some parts of it looks skinnier. That person looks like he's skinny, but you're not sure if it's because it's sucked out or it's just naturally skinny.
Hmm. Okay.
um,
Again, he's dropped out from stories above. Uh, his physiology is sort of bent right now, and it's blood all over, so it's going to be difficult. You can give me a check to understand, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we run up. I take
All
out
right.
my handgun.
We follow you guys upstairs. When as you enter inside, again, we follow from behind where all of you are running together. Um, who's running in front? Like, what's the sort of marching order over here?
new guy up front, ideally.
Oh my god.
I think it'll be one
I
of
don't
us
think
in
so.
front to be. Yeah, I think it probably Timul because he's quite agile, generally tiny, and is generally scouty. So goes ahead.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would say Vic keeps pace with Timur. Like, despite his advanced age, he's still fairly athletic and well built.
Okay. And then followed by.
Okay, like I'm just still in shock, so I just follow the first command I hear, and they said follow us, so I'm after them.
Okay. And
Vicky
then
said follow.
bringing up the rear will be Steve.
Yep.
So
Who's Steve?
we. Yeah. Shivani, sorry. Uh, so we follow from behind Shivani. We see the back of Shivani and we see all of you running upstairs. It's a spiraling stairs, but as we follow, it looks like this building is powered by electricity. I mean, there are light bulbs around here on each floor of the stairs. The wallpaper is really nice. There are portraits of. We focus on different portraits of different leaders, uh, apparently of this organization, and you recognize some of the industrialists who are in this town, some entrepreneurs who are in this town. And there are several closed, locked doors on each level. So you go to the first level, there is a locked door there. You go to the second level, there is another locked door there. You knew that this light came from the third floor. That much you understand. As you reach the third floor, the door, there isn't any lock on the door, but the door is closed, and there are shouts coming from inside of it.
Is it locked? Is this door locked?
It doesn't look locked, it looks closed. The lock is on the floor.
Okay. I I nod at Wick and uh, I open the door and rush in.
The first thing that you see is there lots of cabinets with lots of markings of different things. Things as in lots of them look like devices. Not sure what they do, not sure what they are, but they don't look natural. It goes on, the hallway goes on until there's an opening on the right side of the wall, and the shouting becomes much louder, and it's muffled because there are multiple people shouting.
Okay. We go towards the shouts.
Mm. I do pull out my hand weapon at the nod. It is a brass mace, so easy enough to fit in one hand. Rather heavy on the other end, a bit imbalanced, but does the trick.
Understood. Anything else that Kush or uh, Shivani would like to do?
I'm good.
Me too.
So
I have my machete out, so yeah.
yeah, so all of you, I mean, at least three of you have hand weapons out.
Mhm.
Yep.
Sorry, four of you, right? 1, 2, 3.
No, I
I
said
don't seem to be able to count. What are numbers anyway? Uh,
figment of my imagination.
yeah. Timul, as you sort of peek from one of the open doors down the hallway, we cut to three people who seem to be holding down something. Two of them seem to be holding on to chains, metal, iron rod chains, and one of them is sort of blocking where you would see what they're doing at the moment. And this other person, the person who's standing in front of, so imagine this: two people on each side pulling on chains, almost like holding a rabid dog together from going either way, and one person whose back is facing towards you. He has a machete out, or rather, she has. You can't seem to be able to tell whether it's a male or female, but they have a machete out of themselves, and they have sort of raised it. And
So,
and also one thing you can hear is not a scream. It doesn't sound like any scream that you have heard, at least not from a human. It looks like a breathy scream.
okay. Um, so we're able to see the creature who's on the floor in the chains, or is that being obscured
Yeah,
by the people
that's
standing
being
around?
obscured. That's being
Okay.
obscured.
All right. And this person, they're about to take a machete and attack this creature on the floor.
He seems to be frozen, or they seem to be frozen, and the person on each side, they are holding onto the chains, but they are shouting, and it looks they seem really, really afraid.
Okay. Are all of us inside, or is it just me at this point?
All of you are inside, but I think you're the only one peeking in right now. You guys can tell me if Vic, you are doing. You're also looking in, and others.
If I hear the commotion, I'm going to try to sneak in and get a better look at what's going on.
Okay.
So I'm going to use hide.
What does that do? Remind me, please.
It's sneak, distract, or sleight of hand, right? So I'm going to sneak in using.
Oh,
hide.
right. Sure. Give me a hide check to get closer.
That's 2 dice. Don't fail me. I've had horrible rolls today. That's a 2 and a 4. So 4.
Okay. Was that on a gilded die or normal die?
Normal die. Gilded was 2.
Understood. Okay. So there are, again, in that other room, there are several other cabinets as well. You manage to sort of, you are able to see this other creature. Their face, again, a honeycomb mesh of flesh, bone, sinew, even some flesh and what looks like liquid sort of dripping down from the face. There's a huge opening where the mouth is supposed to be, which leads to the inside, the throat and everything. There's an opening there, and that's where the noise, the sound is coming from. This sort of sound. And by the clothes and by the pin, you can see that this is supposed to be Ember. But at the same time, while you're hiding, you knock something down. It's a glass from the shelf. Accidentally. Tush! It makes a sound, and suddenly the person who was holding the machete, they turn towards you.
We're here to help. We're here to help. Don't worry about it. Focus on the creature. We are friends.
Yeah, I point the gun at her and say, at them and say, look, we're here to help. We're also armed though. So chill. I can roll, I don't know, what would that be? A sway? Yeah.
Before you do that, before you're able to get the final word out of your mouth, they see the gun. They see a lady with a machete. And they jump at the one closest. They jump at Shivani, shouting, screaming with their machete. Who are you? Who are you? And they jump at her with the machete, trying to harm her. Shivani, you can give me a move check to dodge, or you can try to strike to, just try to counter.
Can I distract?
This is a high stakes roll.
Can I distract them with something instead? Like if they're rushing towards me, there's a you said they were like open cabinets. Can I use the cabinet to like slam into them or distract them with that, or like throw a fucking another cup at their face or something? So I'm trying to use this direction basically.
Okay, so describe to me what that does.
So basically, when you use your words or actions to distract a target, make a hide roll. The first cunning you or an ally spends on this roll is worth plus 2d instead of 1d.
Okay. So the first cunning, that basically means any drive. So any one drive is going to be worth 2 dices.
Yeah.
So sure, give me a hide check.
Yeah, so basically, I'm trying to distract them with by basically saying behind you, he's getting free. That's basically it. So that's going to be 2 dice for the hide that I already have, and I'm going to use one of my drives to give me 2 more die. That's 4d6.
And one of them is going to be the gilded.
The first
probably
one.
The first one.
Yeah. Give me a 6. It's a 5. I'll take it. I'll take the gilded first. That gives me one drive back, right?
Yeah, it does.
Perfect.
You're not going to even roll the other ones.
No, I got 4, 4, 1. So 5 is the best option.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Actually, that works. So describe to me how this plays out. You're able to do that, and let me tell you, since it was a mixed success, this is going to give Ember or the creature a chance to hurt the other guys.
As long as they're not hurting my team at this point, Shivani doesn't really care. So here's what I'm going to do. Instead of yelling and saying he's getting free, Shivani is going to use her actions to distract. And as this dude is coming, this woman is coming running towards her, Shivani's going to stand up straight. She's going to take off her jacket and remove the shawl around her head. And you see immediately that this is not the old woman that you thought she was. She's got black spiky hair. She's got a couple of piercings, this purple lipstick, and eyeshadow under her eyes. And this looks like a 20-something-year-old who's been pretending to be an old woman this entire fucking time to get by and do other whatever shit. And she stands up fully straight. You can see that she is like 3-4 inches taller than she looks because of being hunched over. And she just points the machete at the woman running towards her. That's the distraction.
All right then.
All right, Auntie.
Let's fucking go. That person just stops in their tracks, just looking at you like, what the fuck is happening? And at the same moment, Ember holds one of the chains on his left side. He swings almost like at a superhuman strength. They throw it around. The person holding the one end of the chain on the left side, they get thrown around and they swing and hit the person on the right side. So they do a full 180. And the person at the right side, they're standing by the window.
Oh no.
Incidentally, I had my gun out. Would I be able to shoot as well, like around the same time?
You will get to that how that happens.
Okay.
So tell me what you want to do.
I would have wanted to shoot Ember.
All right, you can give me a strike roll, and let's see how this plays out. So basically, what Ember is trying to do, almost at a superhuman strength, they are trying to throw both of these Eon's people out of the window, and just to get free from them holding the chains. So this is going to be a really high stakes roll. Give me a strike check, and if you succeed, you will be able to knock Ember onto their knees. You might not be able to hurt them as much, but on a critical success, perhaps one of the people might be saved.
Okay. I have 1 dice for strike, and I'm gonna use a drive to make it 2 dice. And I've rolled 2 4s, so I'll take the gilded 4, and so it's a
Do
mixed
you
success.
have is your action gilded the first strike roll? I don't think it is.
Oh, it's not. Okay, sorry. So then just a 4.
Okay, so you used how many drives? You used 2 drives, is it?
I used 1 drive.
Okay, so you roll 2 4s. Okay.
Yeah.
This is how it goes down. You shoot, and the bullet hits Ember's left shoulder because they're almost completed their swing. They sort of fall backwards, but that just helps in the momentum where they're swinging the other guy. Both of them hit, and both of them lose control of the chain that they're holding. One person, the person on the right, they completely fall out of the window. You can hear them falling. You can hear that sound. And the other person, they almost fall out, and they just manage to grab with one hand onto the ledge, and they're just barely grabbing on. And Ember is supposedly shaken. Looks like they were about to fall down, but they just unnaturally they just shake that arm, the left arm where they got hit, and it looks like it doesn't matter. You can see there's a bullet hole right above the chest, not at the chest, above the chest. It's still bleeding, sort of, but doesn't seem like it affected them. And there's a bulge. I'll give you that there's a bulge that you can see around the chest.
Maybe is it Vic's turn or Kush's?
There's no turn. There's no turn. You guys can decide who wants to do what.
Okay.
So the other person, they're still frozen in the tracks. They just now they turn to look around what happened, and they're still in shock. They're even more in shock now. They're frozen.
Okay, so one went out the window, one's hanging out the window, and another one is just frozen in fear.
Yes.
Lovely. So is Ember still somewhat restrained by the chains, or not at all now?
There's a collar around their neck, and there's long chains which are just there, but nobody's holding on to them right now.
Okay. Is it possible for me to grab at least one of the chains and try to restrain Ember again?
Give me a control check. Again, high stakes roll. On a failure, I will tell you, on a failure, you will be getting some serious bleed damage.
That's all right. That's all right. Just
Can I
take. Sorry, go on.
Can I give Vic drives?
Yeah.
How
You
many
can
can I
help.
give?
You can give a maximum of one. So each of you can give a maximum of one drive to the other
Okay,
person.
fine. So I'll give him one.
Appreciate that. What I was gonna ask was, what's the sort of like layout of the room? Like, I was thinking, if there's a post, could I grab the chain and sort of wrap it around the post a bit to give me extra leverage on restraining him?
Yeah, I'll also give
Sure,
Vic
that's
a drive.
again, that's gonna help you narratively. That's not gonna give you any extra drives or anything, but yeah, that'll describe me better what's going on.
Cool.
Kush, is there anything that you are doing at this moment when all of this is going down?
Still in shock. I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? am I accomplice to murder right now? I look at Shivani and ask,
You're fine. Don't worry about
Alright.
it. And anything that you do will absolve you of your sins. And yeah. And you see that she's standing up a lot straighter. Her arms, which were covered by the jacket, are now fully exposed, and you can see there's like fucking tattoos all over her arms, like black and blue and yellow tattoos, weird shapes and symbols and animals and creatures and all of that good shit.
Shit.
Cool.
I love it.
So, Demi, you have 2 extra d6s that you're gonna roll. By the way, just one thing. You will be this roll will be to determine. You can try to control him, but this roll will mainly be able to determine how much bleed you're gonna take or how much damage you will take.
That's perfectly fine. So, sorry, how many drives was I offered?
One from me.
So
One
you're
from
doing
me.
one from one from Pro, one
Demo.
from Steve, and
Okay.
and
Uh,
you can, since you have zero dices in that, you can also burn any number of nerve drives that you have.
nerfed. Yes, that is fine. I was gonna add
Okay,
one
just
anyway.
a
So,
question.
So
go for it.
really quick, I would like to know if, like, obviously, if we give someone drives, that narratively means that we're helping, right? So can I like
Yeah.
rush over, or like what I'm thinking is I'm going to use my magic show gimmick as one of my gear. Can you use the gear more than
Sure.
once? You can, right?
Yes.
Okay, so sorry, my magic show gimmick is smoke and mirrors, where you see she's like, it's now you see me, now you don't, and it's almost like Shivani blips out of existence and she appears right behind, not right behind, but like behind Ember, grabbing onto one of the chains and holding onto it with Vic. And narratively, I think since I'm helping in that sense, if possible, DM, any damage that Vic takes, I will take half, so that it's split between the two of us. If that's possible.
I don't think it works that
Okay,
way.
then it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. It unfortunately doesn't work that way.
Valid, yeah.
No, that's fine. I'm
So
happy to take damage.
since you're gonna be too close together, any damage that Dim is gonna take, you might take the same amount of damage.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Worth it.
just a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you lend someone your drive, like, do you lend it from something specific, or is there three types of things we can do, right? So, do you lend it from
So
something
you will have
specific?
to give them your drives from nerve, actually, if you
Yeah.
have. Just give me a moment.
Yeah, go for it. So yeah, I know there were 3 chains. I'm happy to grab like 2 because drive wise, I have tons when it comes to nerve. So I was gonna use another one to give myself what 4d6.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
go for it.
with my speciality, even if I take at least 1 bleed damage, I can turn any future die I roll into a gilded die as well when it comes to nerve. So I'll be very good in the future.
Cool. I mean, I don't think Timur's going to help with the chains directly. I think what he's probably going to do is point to the chain or try and distract Ember more than
Yeah.
actually come and help physically.
Oh, are we trying to kill him or just restrain and maybe save him? Because a high chance of death is what I'm thinking.
I think we're trying to kill him because I think he's too
Like,
far gone. He's already killed our Lightkeeper. He's
And
like,
his
I mean, at
lover.
least that's what Timur is like. Okay, let's just put him down because
Yeah.
okay,
I mean,
how
Yeah.
much restrained is Ember still? Like, are they almost out of restraint, or
Sort of restrained. So the person who's petrified in fear, I think he was holding one of the chains. Right now there are 3 chains, and no one is holding them, so he can get loose any moment now. If we restrain him, then Timor can just like pop off a few shots, right? Hopefully.
yeah, probably. Or I don't know, use a horse tranquilizer.
I love how your superpower is drug man. It's just working out great.
I think the GM's been very kind with with the drugs.
Yes.
So.
Also, Shivani being a young guff, we love the reveal, mate. We really do.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a chance to call Shivani Didi just to fuck with her even then. So Didi means elder sister in Hindi.
You don't know if she's older than you, though. She could be
Yeah,
younger.
but correct, exactly. This is just to fuck with her.
Yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. There was an emergency. I had to just take a look.
So
Yeah, no
good, my
problem.
dude.
So, so what happened?
Nothing yet. We're just saying that I'm gonna grab the chains. I know there are 3 chains. Am I able to grab 2 and wrap it around the post, or just 1?
I think since since Shivani is helping out, she'll probably be grabbing on to one of them,
Okay.
and
So
you'll be grabbing onto one.
okay, that's perfectly fine. So I'm gonna add a drive as well, bumping it up to 4d6. Can I add more than 1 drive or no?
You can roll a max. Yeah, you can roll a maximum of 6 dices.
Okay.
So you can add 3 more drives. I mean, 2 more drives.
Do I want to do? Yeah.
Yeah, use up
I,
all your
I
drives, man.
absolutely think you should
We're at-
because
we're in the
this is
end
the
game.
most. Yeah, this is the highest
Okay.
stakes roll that we've had so far.
Rolling. All right. There's at least
go.
1 6. I
Yes!
I shit you not. I shit you not. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh gosh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. No. So I rolled
So-
a 6 on that. Whew.
Nice.
So you Shivani from one side just magically poof appears right beside you, grabs onto the chain. Both of you look at each other with, okay, what? I don't know who. Apparently, I was wrong about you, but let's fucking do this. And there isn't a post exactly, but there is a sort of a lamp which is sort of bolted into the ground. Iron. It has an iron bar and it is bolted into the ground. So you wrap the chains around him, trying to control him. But I will tell you one thing: you can wrap it around him, or you can wrap the chains around to try to control Ember. But Ember can also come to you.
Shit.
So as soon as you when you tie it out, you apply that logic, and again, at almost like a superhuman speed, he jumps at both of you with his hands out and touches both of your faces, or both of you will take 3 bleed damage. And I would like to ask you, what does this bleed feel like to you when it touches your skin?
Oh no.
So I guess just Vic as a person, he's lived that very rough and tumble life, like from the mean streets of London. So when it comes to just like general fear or combat, he's just overcome it by reminding himself that he is the top dog and just punching his way out of most problems. But the moment bleed touches him, he feels a cold, creeping fear like spread throughout his whole body, where it's like, I actually can't move. I'm not the top dog. I can't do this. And I guess the effects of his old age and just the strain of his body just takes over.
Shivani.
Okay. So as Ember reaches over to touch Shivani's face, she's going to instinctively raise her hand and to try to protect as much as she can, and he's going to grab onto her wrist or whatever, and that's where it starts. You see her tattoos begin to crack, and the her entire right arm, it's like a sleeve of tattoos, but it's not like the same sleeve. It's all interconnected different tattoos. Black, red, yellow, black, red, and blue are the colors for it, and you can see that each one of them slowly starts to fade, and the black in the tattoo is replaced by this sickly green, acidic ish color, and even though it is a bleed, everything like all of her tattoos quickly slowly start to turn green, and they're traveling up her arm to her shoulder, and turning green as the bleed travels up her body. So like the entire right arm is now green, and yeah, that's what it looks like.
As
Okay.
Ember grabs both of your faces and shoves you backward, he turns to Pro and Kush.
Who are Pro and Kush?
Fucking hell, Timul and
Sridhar.
Timul and Sridhar.
So
Fucking hell. Yeah.
Timul will just unload his gun into Ember. Like, just keep shooting, so that
Yeah.
so that the other two can get it. They get a chance to get away from the chained Ember.
What does Sridhar do?
Okay, and I had the alcohol bottle in my hand, right? And I'm a chemistry professor, so like from my specialty, I just throw a Molotov cocktail at Amber.
Oh,
Nice.
fuck! I love this. I love this. Okay, so one of you can give me a strike roll, and the other can give a drive. I think that's how I should play out. You can decide which one wants to do that, since this will be a group role as
Is
well.
there a way for me to help, or am I down right now?
You are. I
This is
mean, you're
happening
just
maybe
about to recover.
your turn.
Yeah, it's almost. Yeah, it's almost happening simultaneously. I'm
Okay, fair.
attacking
Okay.
both of you, and yeah.
Okay, so
Oh.
I will. I have one dice for strike, Kush. So maybe you give me drive, and I'll use my one drive as well. So I'll roll 3 dice, I guess.
Like,
Is it possible for me to offer one of them a drive die by just holding onto the chain, restricting Ember's movement ever so slightly?
like
Actually,
in
yeah.
control, I have in control I have that
No, yeah, but
tick
this is
mark.
going to be a strike roll.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
and strike. I
you
think
will
you
be
have
offering
0.
one.
So.
Yeah. So this is what's going to happen. By the way, Shivani, if you want to help, you can also help by just holding on to that chain.
Yeah, I'll give it a drive. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, so I'm.
yeah, I'll also give.
you have 3 extra drives from them.
Yeah, so I have, and I'm using my own drive as well. So that's 4 drives plus the 1 dice for the strike. So I'm going to roll all. So I'm rolling 5d6, which is all the dice I have, all the d6s I have, and I hope
All right, let's go.
I'm just going to unload into Ember.
Boom,
Okay.
boom, boom.
Yes, a 6. Oh my
So
god, 2 2s, 2 3s, and 1 6.
fuck yes. So again, let me bring out the stakes here. This is a high roll stakes. You will be taking damage, but you will be able to mitigate some of it.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's a 6, I assume you don't want to use your resistance, because anyways, 6 is the maximum you can get.
If I use a resistance to, like, can it become advantage? Like if I get one more.
No, it's
6.
it's basically you can re-roll 1d6 and you'll have to take that roll.
Aha, no chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just getting it out of the way.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, you shoot at him. Sridhar throws a Molotov cocktail. That ember starts to burst up into flame. The cloth suddenly burns away like paper. And on his chest, by the way, this fire seems to really, really hurt him. There's this unearthly scream that comes from where his mouth is supposed to be, and his clothes start to burn away, and you see on his chest there is what looks like a vertical eye-shaped black stone, almost like an obsidian, but almost looking like a meteorite as well. It's that type of stone, and that eye shape, but a vertical eye shape, and from around that there are what feels like not tentacles, but like thick veins that are coming out of it and attaching itself to the lungs, to the heart, and to where he's supposed to breathe from. Right below the neck, right below the vocal cord, where sometimes the pipes go when somebody's aren't able to directly breathe from their nose. You get that? So that's where one of uh, mm, the thick tentacle vein like thing is going, and it looks like it has been attached to him, and the stone itself seems to be pulsing. It's weird to see a stone pulsing, but that's what it is doing.
Okay, who are
And
seeing?
on a 6, he sorts of pulls the chain that you're trying to hold onto him. He uh, he isn't able to get close to Pro and Deranged because Dimi and Vicky and Shivani are holding onto him. So he pulls on them, and both of you take 1 body damage.
That is 3 body for me. And that will mean I'm unconscious, right?
So you have a total of 3 or 4.
3 body.
Okay, you aren't down yet. On next one, you go down. At least you fall unconscious.
Okay.
All right. What would you like to do? This person is screaming right now. They aren't dead, they aren't fallen down, but they're screaming in pain because their skin almost looks like it's glowing out of fire. It's almost like how wood, after it has burned out, it glows red. That's what Ember is looking like right now.
Okay, who all can see the stone on the heart?
Both of you can see that, but for for Vic and Shivani, they're sort of facing the back. But they can see some of those veins wrap around to the back.
Mechanically, would I know who has the best strike out of all of us?
Yeah, we do. I mean, the big boy.
Yeah, the big old
Yeah.
man that's on the floor right now.
So
Yeah,
my
probably,
whatever
yeah.
is one of my skills, one of my gear is flash powder and smoke bomb, right? And from what I know about flash powder is it's pyrotechnic and it causes fire and whatever. So I'm gonna reach into my pocket, pull out the flash powder, and give it to Dimitri, and be like, "It's all you now, friend. Take him down." Because I've seen how Ember reacted to the fire, so I know that the fire causes damage. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So
Yeah, if you pass that to me, just to confirm, it's a powder or something, right?
it's called flash powder.
Like a flashbang.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's like it's more like a grenade of sorts. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. It's gonna be like a flashbang with some smoke.
Okay.
So it has fire properties.
Okay. Is the creature still on fire right now?
They look like they're glowing like a log on fire. It's like that, but no flames, just that red glow. It's like it's burning up from the inside.
I mean, I'd like to think hitting him with this thing will set him more ablaze. Okay. Yeah, Vic still sort of like feeling the effects of the bleed, tries to shake it off, find his resolve, get up, and with the flash powder makes his way towards Ember. Yeah, I'm gonna go and strike him.
I'm gonna give you a drive, and my drive is going to be just. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I'm just gonna yell, "Oh, you piece of shit!" So it turns around to look at us right as you throw the flashbang in his face. So that, yeah, That's basically it. I just want to see the look on its face or not face when you throw it in its face. I don't really know anything about the thing in this chest or whatever. For me, it's just throw it in the face. That's where it hurts the most. Yeah.
That's fine.
You sort of say that, and that was Ember turns around to look at both of you.
Ember
Now
turns
you can
around.
see that, yeah, and you can see that stone on the heart and the tentacles that are sort of coming out of it and attaching itself to him.
Oh fuck. Okay, never mind. Go for the chest.
Right. Vic is anything but not an egotist, so he's not gonna throw the flashbang. He's gonna get very close and using the
Oh,
club
no.
smash it onto the creature's chest at the same time. It's like a who is the
Fuck
top
yes.
dog here sort of moment. So it's gonna be a strike. I've been given a
Yes.
drive by Shivani, thank you. I'm gonna add
Deranged, yeah, yeah. You're gonna add a drive on your own.
I'm gonna add 2 of my final drives, and I do have the feature Tenacious, which is if I have more than 1 bleed mark or any bleed mark, and I make a move, strike, or control roll, I can turn another one of those die into a gilded die. Now, strike is already gilded. Does that mean I get 2 gilded die?
Yes.
Okay, so
Nice.
that
And Timul or Sridhar, are you helping in any way? I'll give you a chance.
So I don't have any more drives, but is it possible that I also just continue shooting into the?
Narratively, you can definitely help.
cool.
Okay, so I'll just shoot, and that's another strike or whatever, or control, I guess.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
it's-
Okay.
this is 5d6, and
And-
2 of the die are
Yeah,
gilded.
just a second.
Wait.
Yeah, yes, Demi. I think deranged.
Yeah.
Sridhar is.
Okay, I'll just shoot once again with another cocktail. Like seeing it get hurt so much from it.
This is probably going to be a smaller bottle, probably a smaller vodka bottle, I would assume. Because there's only so much bottle you can carry on you. But yeah, I'll definitely allow that. Are you giving a drive?
Yeah.
All
This
right.
will be
So
my last
I think
one.
that I think that's
6.
going to be six dices.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Go, come on.
Oh, they need to be a good 6. Okay.
Okay.
So the highest roll I have is a 5. If I was to use a resistance, does that let me reroll 1 die or multiple?
That will. How many dices you have on strike? You have 2, so you'll be able to re-roll 2 dices only,
Okay. And I'm gonna try
and you will
reroll.
have to take the new roll.
Okay. This is it is what it is, folks. I'm gonna reroll the 2 gilded
It is
die.
what it is. Oh my
Oh,
god, let's go. This
no.
is tense.
Oh gosh, here we go. Okay, one of the gilded die is a 6, the other one is a 3. I'm taking the 6.
Let's
Oh
go.
Yes.
fuck! Let's fucking
Yeah.
go, man. Let's fucking go. So, Demi, let me make this clear. This
Yes.
person is on fire,
Mhm.
and will harm you, and you're jumping at him with a flashbang while deranged and pro are throwing their own firearms and fire stuff into them, and you're jumping at him.
I'm
So,
jumping at him with
just
my
making
bronze
this,
club as well. Yeah.
yeah. So with a 6, the club, you bring down both the club and the flashbang right onto where this stone and flesh meet.
Yeah.
And for a second, all of you just see white and a bang, boom. It's a big feels like it's a big explosion. Everything turns to white, and until everything settles down on the side, almost like he's been thrown adjacently, is Demi, and on the other side is the body of Ember, where his chest was. There are broken pieces of stone, and there are flesh pieces that are cut off. And those tentacles, those veiny tendrils, they are on fire and they just curl up and they turn to char, basically. They curl up with the fire and they turn to char, almost like ashes. Demi, Vic,
Yes.
for this, you will take 2 bleed,
Holy shit.
2 brain,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 body.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Oh,
So just to tally that up, that's 6 body, definitely unconscious, 3 brain, and 5 bleed. So that's 2 scars I get from this encounter, right?
That's 2 scars that you will
Yes.
get, and you are fallen unconscious.
That's fine. That is perfectly fine.
As
Is
all of
Ember-
you start to get your bearings, Ember is out.
okay, cool.
His body is just lying there, unmoving, and the stone has been destroyed completely. Demi, I would like you to describe what your bleed scar and what your body scar looks like.
Okay. Just to confirm, with the scars, mechanically I remove like a die in, is it a drive or a die
Yeah.
from one of my things?
Yeah, at this point, you don't have to worry about that. You can just
That's
explain to
fine.
me. Yeah.
That's fine. So Vic is very much he is a pugilist, he is a brawler, and even when he uses his mace, his club, he uses like his dominant hand, his right hand. But as he brought that down on the flashbang, I would say his right hand kind of like it's in tatters. It's probably down to the wrist, the nub for him. But even then, his left side of his face with the scarred eye, that probably got the brunt of the explosion. So you see his very thick beard has been sizzled and burnt, and the left side of his face is more damaged. But it's fine. He's a looker on his right side. It's his good side.
Mm. What does the bleed scar is like? That's what your face scar is.
I would say yes.
All right.
Yeah, just burnt left face.
All right. So we gather a moment, and we focus on Demi for a moment, just writhing in pain where he is, and it looks like he's trying to speak a name. Demi, what is the name of your partner that you're trying to whisper?
Her name is Jaya. Jaya Hurrah.
That's what you all hear.
Oh fuck.
We cut to a face. Describe to me what Jaya looks like. Vicky.
Oh mate, I have no idea. It's someone
Right.
just described. Wait. So I don't know what she looks like, but at least in the backstory, she is younger than him. Like this is the old, sexy, handsome bruiser that picked up a, you know, the college professor or the nerd that likes bad boys. Like, yeah, she is in her mid-30s. He pulled a young girl, and he is not sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay away from my
Timur,
wife.
you
young
hear
man.
that? Timur, you hear that name, but your first thought goes to the seamstress.
Okay.
Tell me if you want to continue with Candela in the future. if your person decides to continue with her for her sake or for your sake.
For Timul,
Yeah, for Timul. If
I
you
mean, it
decide to
depends, right?
continue or decide to.
Timul hasn't taken
Just
any
saying that
scars, any marks, so he's gonna continue.
Shivani,
Um,
you now stand exposed with your true self, who you truly are, in front of your friends and in front of a stranger. By the way, the Eon stranger, that guy, he fainted. Sorry, not he, she, they fainted. They couldn't take it. They just fell down or on the side. Probably not strong enough.
uh,
But
okay. So
what
Shivani is
what
going
is
to
in this moment?
the butta part of her sari. She's going to tear some of it off. Use that to tie this fucking person's hand behind their backs to take them back to for questioning. She's going to look at the rest of the crew, put her jacket back on, stand up straight, and just, all right. So this is who I am, but like, it's whatever, right? And she's going to decide to continue with Candela going forward. It's the best job she's had. And once outside, she's going to try to shrink back into looking like an old woman, but her friends know the truth, and she's okay with that.
Sridhar, this is the first time you're witnessing all of this.
Yeah.
Before this, you did not even know things like these monsters like this could even exist.
Yeah, I just
What
like
do you feel in this
point.
moment?
I just point both my arms at the almost dead body and say, "Please explain something." Almost begging, like, what the fuck is going on? Still doesn't know. He was drunk a moment, and the next moment he was so dead body, and he started throwing alcohol bottles. So
Uh, Shivani's
asking
just gonna
someone to
put
explain what's going on.
Shivani's gonna put an arm around his shoulder and just be like, "Come on, let's take you home and introduce you to the beautiful world of Candela Obscura." It's,
By the way, I want to be very clear that immediately as the threat has ended, Timul has rushed to Vic's side to whatever battle
Understood.
medic.
oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course, yeah. We're
That
obviously going
works.
to help him, not leave
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Timul can't lose
In
his
this
best
moment.
client.
Yep. And Jaya Auntie will kill him.
I need drugs now more than ever, mate. Help me.
Yep.
In this moment, all of you see the body of Ember, your former team member. Team member. His body starts to ignite on its own. And there's a very unnatural thing that you see. As it starts to ignite, it starts to pull in the fog from the window into it. The broken stone that is there seems to light up, light up, light up, light up. It feels like it's struggling against the fire and is trying to use the fog to its advantage. But you are the circle of Jalta Kohra, the lighting fog. You operate both in the drape of a fog and in the light itself. And the light always is going to win. The fire, it consumes the stone itself. And the stone is now rendered useless. It turns into ashes. We cut to outside as you go onto the street, people are starting to notice all the shouts, and they come to gather, look at the bodies which have fallen down on the ground from the window. As you make your way outside, probably after containing the bleed things and after noting down all that has happened, you feel that the fog in the city has lessened just a bit and things are a bit more clearer. As we as you keep walking through the alleyway, you all stop beneath the street light, look up at it, and seems to illuminate this the buildings around you better. People are looking outside and at you. There's a young boy across the street. He smiles and waves and runs back inside. And that's where we're gonna end the story.
Fuck, dude. What the hell? That was amazing.
Thank you so much for playing
Holy
Candela Obscura
shit.
with me.
Whew. Fuck.
Thank you guys. It was fun. It was great. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
cricket is
calling you
on.
guys uncle, auntie. The dogs are going nuts again. My neighbor's dogs.
We can't
So
we can't hear
just
it.
gonna
It's
stay on
fine.
mute.
Yeah, cannot hear them.
I don't think I can hear it. That's
Yeah,
fine.
neither can I.
Oh, okay. Not bad. They're really loud. All right.
By the way, on the chat, I'm gonna send what the creature and the thing look like. I'm just clicking a photo. I drew it today. I'm just gonna send that through.
Okay.
By the way, yeah, Steve, you can stop the stream now if you want.
Yeah, I'm
We can
gonna.
discuss it off screen.
Yeah,
Or do we do
that
buys
works.
and
Just
shout outs and stuff from that?
Yeah, definitely. Everyone who's here, thank you all for vibing. I appreciate all of you, all four of you. Yes, I can do math. Don't have anybody live, so we're just gonna end here. I don't think anybody else is playing Candela at this point in time either. Yeah, we're the only ones playing Candela. All right. So I'm gonna end here. If you'd like to say something, introduce yourself. Like do an outro. Talk about who
Yeah.
you are, what you do, where you do things. Feel free to. Yeah.
this time Vicky will go first. Sorry, Demi will go first.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching first Candela Obscura game. Really appreciate and enjoyed the heck out of that. Yeah. My handle is it's Dimmy at Instagram.com. Usually a 5e player. Currently working with DM Amaan Publishing, who are trying to make a D&D module that is actually focused on India and South Asian culture, history, and mythology. So keep an eye out on that. That will be called In D&D RPG.
Let's go.
Very nice.
Bro, you wanna go next?
Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know how many people watched, man, but I had a great time. I don't know whether you can really. There's any point following me on socials. I'm really bad on social media, so I don't have anything to plug. Yeah, I think follow Sassy Pants, follow Aman, follow Yes It's Demi. Do not follow me. Okay, I'm done.
All the follows. All the follows.
Yeah.
Yeah, next, Kush.
Okay. Yeah, it was really fun to play today. I'm happy that I was able to help, even though I just entered at the end. I like the concept of the way we play Candela Obscura, and even I don't do much on social media, so follow the others with all your heart, but make new accounts just to follow them. And yeah, I really needed
Man, it
this
was
break today. So yeah, it
awesome.
was better.
But man, it was lovely to have you, man. At least It was a welcome surprise when you came back, and I was like, yeah, fuck, finally, yes, let's do it, let's go. And I think I'll go now. It's my turn now. That's what I meant. I'm Amaan. You can follow me on Instagram at AmaanHK. And I do a lot of D&D reels in Hindi with English subs, obviously. And I'm looking forward to having more Candela Obscura sessions and more campaigns, actually, now that I have the full rule book. So
Fuck yeah.
I'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah, man. Great.
Okay.
Steve-O.
Yeah, thank you all, everyone, for being here. I really appreciate it. Pantsless Tables it was supposed to be a short-lived one weekend event that has turned into something bigger than what I was expecting it to be. My goal is to make this the place for showcasing indie talent with a focus on Asian creators, developers, gamers, and all of that good shit. We're going to be doing meow. Yes, meow uvu.
Meow.
It's a very big deal for me to be able to establish and do this in a way that I have never done before. That's basically it. But if anybody would like to run a game on stream, if you'd like to be part of future games going forward, we're currently on a bit of a break till the end of December. But starting January 2nd week, we've got a bunch of really cool shit planned. And my goal right now is to spotlight as many people as possible, whether it's the same people, if it's new people, or whatever else. So anybody who here, all of you, if you'd like to run a game, be part of a game, do fun vibes in stuff, I'd be more than happy to have you. Send me a DM. We can talk about it. Yeah, that's basically it. That's me. This has been an absolutely incredible day. I didn't think I would wake up on time to pull this off, but we did. So that's a big deal. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna let all of you go.